$7,000 cheaper? Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel, and yeah, today I'm going to be talking to you about this guitar right here and how it relates to a new batch of guitars that just came out of the Charvel custom shop. Now, if you know me and you've been watching my videos, you know that I am a huge Dokken and George Lynch fan. And the first time that I ever saw or heard anything from Dokken and George Lynch was in 1984 when I saw the video for Just Got Lucky. And in that video, George was playing a custom shop Charvel, and I instantly fell in love with the graphic and the whole look of that, and of course the music and the band as well. But wow, that guitar, I was like, oh my gosh, that is killer. Years later, fast forward, couple decades later at least, and I never stopped being a fan of that guitar. It is what is now known as the Charvel Sub Camo or Submarine Camo. And many years back, there was a music store called Matt's Music, and they did a run of those, maybe 10 or 12, I can't remember exactly, but painted and assembled to look just like the one that George had in that video. Except on those guitars, I think instead of the back of it being black, it was like orange all the way around. And I remember when those came out, I was looking at the pictures online, just drooling over them, you know, wishing I could have one of those, and wow, that is just so amazing. But of course, you know, the price was a bit of an issue. These are not cheap guitars. And now, just recently, I saw that another music store did a batch of these custom shop Charvel Sub Camo guitars. It's from Chuck Levin's Washington Music Center. They did a batch of 12 of them priced at, are you ready for this? $7,560 each. And guess what, guys? They're sold out. They sold all 12 of them already. And that just shows that I'm not the only one that thinks that guitar looks totally awesome and loves the look of that and would love to own one of those. 12 of them already sold. And as much as I wish that I could own one of those or get my hands on one of those guitars, I mean, come on. Master built by Red Dave, painted by Dan Lawrence? Are you kidding me? Two huge legends in the guitar industry. And without a doubt, those guitars are amazing, and I'm sure they play like absolute butter. But let's face it, guys, not everybody has or wants to plunk down $7,560 for an electric guitar. So a few years back, I decided that I was gonna make my own. And that's what you're looking at right here, guys. This is one that I built, painted, assembled, set up, everything, all on my own. Total cost on this, $500. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, $500 for a piece of junk that sounds terrible and plays like crap, no, you would be wrong. The body came from K&E Guitars right here in California, so made in the USA, two-piece alder. The neck is a custom order from Warmoth in Washington, made in the USA, custom neck. Amazing. Now I need to point out real quick, guys, this is not the first one that I made. My first attempt, I actually tried to make one like the one that George had, meaning it had a strap body, it had the reverse pointy headstock like the Charvel, it had a Floyd Rose on it, top mount, chrome hardware. Really, I was trying to make it look just like the original. But I was never happy with that guitar. It didn't play as well as I would like it to. I think a lot of it had to do with me trying to install a Floyd Rose bridge and set it up properly and get everything like working great, because I'm not that experienced with the Floyd Rose bridge. And that just got me thinking like, okay, if I'm gonna go to all the trouble to make a custom guitar like this and do this paint, which is no easy task by the way, then I should make the guitar like perfect for me rather than just trying to make an exact replica of George's guitar. And by the way, I found out like recently, maybe like a year or two ago, George didn't even own that guitar. That wasn't even his guitar. It belonged to somebody else and they were letting him borrow it. Okay, so making the guitar better for me, well, what that meant was instead of a strap body, I want the Dinky body. And instead of the Floyd Rose, we've got a hardtail. And then in the neck position for the pickup, instead of just a regular single coil, I want the hot rails because I want a humbucker in there to get the kind of sound that I want. And then instead of the like pointy Charvel style headstock, I just wanted like the regular Strat style headstock, but still reversed. And I am totally happy with the way this turned out. The way it looks, the way it plays, the way it sounds. In fact, you guys want to hear me play it real quick? Here's a little snippet of me playing it from the original video that I did when I first finished it. Check it out. Alright guys, now what I really wanted to say to you in this video is that you can do this too. You know, if you're looking at a guitar online or one of your heroes guitars or whatever, like it was for me, and you're like, man, I would love to have a guitar like that, but I don't have $7,500 to, you know, have one built or buy one or whatever, but could you manage 500, 400, something like that? If you did it yourself, that's a lot more doable, right? And before you go, oh yeah, but dude, I don't know how to do all that. I couldn't do any of that. I'm not a professional. I don't have a professional shop. I painted this whole thing with spray cans. That's right, guys, spray cans. But I do have to tell you, this is the 4th time I painted this graphic. And each time I did it, I got a little bit better at it. And out of the 4 that I painted, I don't mean I painted it 4 times on the same body. I mean 4 different bodies. So this is the 4th one and the last one and the final one. I'm never doing another one because it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. But anyway, on the last one here, that's the best one because I got better at it every single time. I just took my time and I was really careful with it. And yeah, I think for what it is, and for the amount of money I invested in it, and for the way I did it, I still say it turned out amazing. Of course, the ones that Dan Lawrence did, Charvel Custom Shop, there's no comparison. Those are off the charts. Those are fantastic. It doesn't look like that. But for me, you know, yeah, it's good enough. I love it. So guys, give it a shot. You don't have to paint something like this. Get a cheap guitar, get a cheap body, and just start, you know, very simple, and just kind of see if you can work your way up from there. But don't let the idea of like, well, I don't have any equipment, I don't have this, I don't have that, I can't do it, I've never done it before. That was me 5 years ago. And then now look what I've done. And I've done several others. I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is it's not impossible. It is possible. You could do it. Maybe, probably, if you tried. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. Let me know down in the comments what you think of my self-made $500 spray can, whatever, sub camo guitar, if you think it's cool or not. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.